Hire the best. 예, 많은 사람들이 저한테 이런 질문을 물어보는데, 혹시 제가 보험이 없으면 운전을 하다가 차 사고를 났는데 저희 과실이 아니지만 그렇다면 보상을 아직도 받을 수 있는지라고 많이 물어보는데, 제가 영어로 좀 설명해 드릴게요. The answer is yes. And when somebody doesn't have any auto insurance, there was a law that was passed in California in 1996 called Proposition 213. And basically what that law stood for was if you don't have any auto insurance and you were involved in an auto accident, but it wasn't your fault, there is a specific type of damage that you would not be able to be compensated. So in order to understand Prop 213, you'd have to understand how somebody would be able to be compensated from an auto accident. There's actually two types. The first type is called special damages, also known as economic damages. The second type is called general damages, also known as non-economic damages. So there's two parts. A special damage would be, to put it simply, something that you could be compensated and you could quantify. You could put a number to. For example, you get injured and you go to the hospital, and that hospital bill you could put a number to. So it would be medical expenses. The other thing would be, I was injured and I'm an employee at a business, and because of that I was not able to make X amount of dollars because I missed 3 weeks of work. So you could also put a number to that as well. So under special damages you would have things like medical expenses and also loss of earnings. The second category that I was talking about was is general damages, also known as non-economic damages. You really can't put a number to it, but just because you can't put a number to it doesn't mean that you shouldn't be compensated. The answer is no, unless you are subject to Proposition 213. And general damages are things such as pain and suffering. Typically that's what it is, pain and suffering. When you get into an accident, you have inconvenience, you have humiliation, you have basically things that you really can't put a number to, and it's really not economically able to be estimated. But if you had auto insurance, you typically would be able to get compensated for that. But what Prop 213 has done in 1996 was basically the law did not allow people who were involved in car accidents for the most part, and they would get injured, but because they didn't have any auto insurance, they penalized those constituents by saying, hey, you cannot be compensated for general damages. You can be compensated for medical bills, you can be compensated for loss of earnings, but you cannot be compensated for pain and suffering. And so that plays a big role in your ability to be compensated, because Prop 213 does not allow clients to get compensated for pain and suffering, which could be a big portion of your typical compensation that you have from an auto accident matter. Hire the best.